it over to Hutch now for the latest on these crazy weather conditions.
Mike, thank you very much. We're getting reports of gusts over 60 miles per hour more frequently now into the evening. That in the Pekin area, Nelson County, a 65 mile per hour gust just recorded there. Also, 2-foot snow totals starting to roll in, hearing about the Jamestown area, as well as Osnabrück right here, a measurement sent in by the Jaden. Thanks so much for sharing all your photos. Go to valleynewslive.com. Click on the photo uplink button and you'll be able to either view or upload your very own photos. And if you do send photos in, please share with us your measurements from across the region. Look at where the wind is strong, where you see the bright colors. We have gusts over 40 miles per hour, including Fargo and Grand Forks, but just north of Grand Forks hits the 50 mile per hour category. We've seen our winds increasing pretty steadily here in the FM area as well. 61 mile per hour gust here in the Jamestown area, 58 for Cooperstown, and current wind speeds right now are generally sustained over 30 miles per hour. When we have winds over 30 miles per hour for 3 hours long with heavy snow combined zero visibility, that's the definition of a blizzard. Those blizzard conditions are continuing and may even be spreading just a little bit to the east and towards the valley. Here is another report, this one just north of Grafton. 50 trees downed by the weight of the heavy snow and the very gusty winds. 50 trees. Temperatures in the low 30s across the region. Here's a look at the latest on the radar. Now notice the nose of this snowfall is punched into western Minnesota, southern and western reaches of Norman County. This is what hit the Fargo-Moorhead area around the midday hour, and those flakes got bigger and the accumulation started more rapidly. I measured 1.5 inches on my deck around the midday hour. Went outside the studios here, it was 2.5 inches, and now just before the 5 o'clock show measured 4 inches of snow. So it's adding up in Fargo, northern Cass, Griggs Steel Trail, Grand Forks and Nelson counties continue to get hit, where Sandy Lillehagen reports 23 inches of snow and counting. Jamestown, you got a little bit of a break on the radar here, but you're likely still seeing the very gusty winds and blowing snow and some of the heavier snow up there near the Langdon area and pushing in towards Rock Lake and Can-Do. Here's the complexity of this storm system, and even computer models can struggle with these factors. We have this little tongue of dry air swinging through Minnesota. That's getting wrapped around the area of low pressure, and that can cut off snow very quickly. Here is the moisture train, that very humid air wrapping up around Winnipeg, hits that cold air, makes snowflakes the size of my fist, and they add up quickly, and we have reports of 2 feet in and around the Devil's Lake Basin. Tonight, our blizzard conditions continue all evening. The snow spreads into western Minnesota, but I don't think it goes this far yet by 10 o'clock. It's not going to hit Bemidji. I think it will spread into Lakes Country, though, by the late night hours. Notice things fairly quiet down to the south by late tonight. Here's what happens overnight. The heavy bands of snow continue to circle around this system. The winds, where you see the red and orange arrows, the strongest of the winds by morning will start gliding down to the south as well. So Jamestown, even though you're in a little bit of a break on the radar right now, hey, there's more coming your way. And even west of you, I expect to see some heavy snow. Saturday morning, this snow continues to spin around the area of low pressure in north central Minnesota. We'll have snow showers dashing across places that have yet to see a flake. So not going to accumulate ridiculously for you while that ridiculous accumulation continues out west. It's in the afternoon, particularly after, say, 1 to 3 o'clock, where things start to break apart, the winds gradually diminish, the aerial coverage of the snow dissipates, and we quiet things down. Liquid moisture, 1/2 inch to 1 inch for anywhere you see in the bright blue colors. 1 to 2.5 inches of liquid equivalent moisture still along the international border. Here's what everybody wants to know. How much more snow? Let's focus on this. Our model indicates that parts of western Minnesota could get a quick 2 to 5 inches as that heavier band punches in. Fargo slowing down, but I still think we could see an additional 2 to 5 inches here. Grand Forks, you're more in that 5 to 12 category. And the Devil's Lake Basin can expect over a foot in places as we go into your Saturday evening. And a table for 2 feet of snow. Myra sharing this from Devil's Lake, and the snow will continue to pile up and blow around. Sunday, showers of snow, still a possibility. Accumulations will be negligible. Temperatures will still be cold, and it'll be breezy. And then we'll start to melt these mounds of snow, but then our attention turns to flooding concerns.
Been really wild, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
All right, thanks. Make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL in the App Store and download it for free.